What is up, everybody? We are back with the best threesome we could possibly put together. I mean, I don't know what more you could want from Liverpool fans. James Redmond, Paddy Murphy, and what? We are here. We are live. Paddy, I heard you're going into enemy territory this weekend, mate. Let's let the viewers know where your money went today. Don't be hiding. There's no hiding place.
Yeah, I'm afraid, lads, I have funded Manchester City and United Football Club today by paying for their stadium tour. But
what a disgrace!
I'm going in behind enemy lines. That's why. I'm going in.
Snakes don't just hiss; they get tickets to other rivals'
It was
fucking
weird,
stadiums.
though. The worst part about it is I had to register on both sites.
Oh, you've had to register, all right, Paddy.
So now I have a Man United account in my name, so it's kind of fucked.
How does that feel? Like you're related to them now?
Yeah, I didn't like.
Like your email is with them.
Yeah, I'm like the group. I'm like my group's fucking coordinator.
I
So
won't
I
lie,
have to
Paddy.
do all
I'm on the Manchester City mailing list as well.
Really?
You snakes!
When we were playing,
And you don't even like Man City.
We were playing the Champions League. I was trying to register for tickets. I was trying to sneak in.
Whatever you say.
What am I trying to do here?
I will now inform everybody that I am not signed up with any other rival. I am Liverpool through and through, which therefore means I am the best Liverpool fan on this stream. Yes!
I don't think he's on Star Trek there today. Look, trying to disappear and all. Beam me up, Scotty.
No, yeah. Oh man, my setup is so amateur. It's not even funny. We'll get there.
You know
Nah,
what,
but listen, lad, it's doing the bit.
You know what isn't amateur? Manscaped. Professional.
Oh, he's back again. He's back again. Yes,
coming,
no,
Paddy.
Craig.
You know, all of us, you know, we're not summer ready, Paddy. We're in the winter. The balls are grown out a little bit. It's getting a bit hairy down there. It's getting a little bit awkward. You're thinking to yourself, God, what happens to me? What if I got run over by a bus? You know, you're always told to wear clean boxers in Ireland by your grandmother. But now in this day and age, you want to be making sure, James, that you're looked after down below. And James, could you tell me where man might be able to get a discount?
Where's man gonna get that discount, bruv? Bring man to Manscaped, you get me?
So... So fam, the place where you can get your discount code for Manscaped is simply WFM20, and just know when you're typing that out, that simply is an abbreviation for we are fucking massive. So for your massive balls, make sure you get the right products and go to Manscaped. And reminder, use WFM20. Thank you very much.
Bomba you don't know, bomba.
There you go. We've done it.
We've done it.
And for those people that don't need subtitles, what we've said there is you can go to manscaped.com, put in the discount code WFM20, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping. Absolutely anything store wide, and it doesn't matter what type of silly accents you put on; they'll still give you the discount. Look, gents, I'm not even going to play around today. I'm getting straight to the dirty stuff. I'm getting straight to the good stuff. Can you hear that? Oh. He's fucking coming, lads. I'm telling you. He's on the way.
Wait there. What's the substance? What's the sauce? And it better not just be barbecue, Craig.
No, I'm giving you the full LFC transfer room. I'm giving you the Daily Mirror. I'm giving you all the sauce. There's more than one, mate. It's really.
There's more than one.
Oh.
So are you talking about ketchup and mayonnaise together?
I'm talking about saucy sauce, like I told you last
saucy
week.
Sauce, yeah, man.
Saucy sauce.
Yeah, man. Saucy sauce. I'm looking
Liverpool
forward to this.
lead the race to sign Jude Bellingham next summer and hope to exploit their Premier League rivals' obsession with his Borussia Dortmund teammate Erling Braut Haaland.
Erling Braut Haaland?
Lads, just talking 90 mil. Now, look, I'm going to run this up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes. Do we think, are we all agreed that it's happening? It's just a matter of when. Can we start at that point and then we'll work back to why it'll be next summer? So don't rush. Take your time, lads.
No, it's not happening.
I don't want to upset you, Craig. I just
feel like
think
I'm partying on my own here. I feel like that one lad that's in the corner of a house party having a great time while everybody else is still sitting down.
Yeah.
I'm just having my apple juice, you're there having bevies, no, 100%. It is what I think about the rumour, and it's boss if it happens, and you know that I want you, Bellingham. He's someone that I want more than anyone. In fact, just dead quick, did you see his recent on Instagram?
I have not. No.
Well, basically, he just put a bunch of suits on, yeah, and Tyrone Mings commented, and then he deleted the comment a little bit later, but he commented, it was, oh yeah, he said, is that for court, bro? Because he was just wearing a bunch of suits and that, but then he deleted it dead quick, but I thought that was funny. Anyway, I've expressed my reasons to why I don't think he'll join this summer. I'd love him to join, but if we just even get Jude Bellingham one day, and that train, let's say, you know, the train has a malfunction and you've just got to wait there a little bit longer, and to get from A to B, to get from Liverpool to London, which I had to do today, you know, you get stuck and it takes an extra hour, you're late and it's not ideal. But once you get there, you still do your job, you still get your money, and then you're dusty back home. That right there is still not ideal, but still a successful day. And if we get Jude Bellingham in 2 seasons' time, that is, in my eyes, very, very fucking good, because he's still going to be a baby.
Well, Paddy, we boxed this off yesterday. James wasn't with us, but we boxed off the reveal and everything, you know? We did it. We had yeah, we did it. We had fucking what's his name? Fucking Beatle boy. What's his name? McCartney.
McCartney.
We had him singing the song, walking out the tunnel, strumming the guitar. And Jude Bellingham's up on the cop. Do you know what I mean? We haven't started.
Listen, if we signed Bellingham and done like a reveal in the stadium, can you imagine all the people?
Oh, God, Paddy. I don't even like the Beatles. I don't even got that reference. I'm going to have an epileptic fit. Can you turn that background off, mate? I'm going to have an epileptic fit before this drink's over.
Sorry, I just have to move my big jigglies. That was unreal. I'm sorry, that was incredible. I'm going to have to... I have to brush myself down.
I boxed it off. I've doubly boxed it off, Paddy, because I sat down with Connor and I thought this through. And look, I know Paul McCartney's a busy man. So if Paul McCartney can't make it, or maybe the fact that he's more pro Everton than Liverpool, but we'll push that aside. If he can't make it, I'm going to get James Redmond to hit up his mate Jamie Webster, because I'm sure Jamie Webster will happily come in and sing Hey Jude. Well, Jude's
100%. He'll be there all day, every day, especially with the magnitude of what that signing would be. I believe it really would be the first signing since Alisson and like Van Dijk and those type of players, when we bought them quite close together, where we've really gone out and bought someone super major. Like Thiago to an extent, but I think Jude Bellingham will create a bigger buzz because he's not coming... You know, I'm not saying Thiago's off his prime. I'm sure he's very much in his prime, and I believe he is, but Bellingham... What?
Hashtag James hates Thiago.
Absolutely not the case, and don't even dare try and put that in the air, Craig, because people listen to you, and I don't want them to use that with substance. Therefore, if Jude Bellingham joins, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be... We're literally buying one of the best footballers in the future, and he's still boss now. So it just makes sense for it to be a big occasion.
Can I put forward emotion to the room?
Emotion?
Can I put forward a motion to the room?
Oh, a motion, yeah, man.
Stop saying if and start using the term when.
Because but you're saying the summer, and that's not when it's going to happen.
I agree with you, James. Look, hand on heart, I agree that it won't happen until the summer after next summer. I think that's what we'll get. But it is, I suppose, great. Now, look, we are monitoring FC. We are next summer FC. But genuinely, Paddy, this one feels like it's just destiny. It does.
Listen, in an ideal world, yeah. You know, it makes sense. There's so many hallmarks that point to it. We can only do so much with Fenway Sports Group as the owners, and as we discussed before, like their motivations seem to be skewed at the moment. You know, they're happy enough if the club's making a profit. I think they're happy enough, because I think Klopp's a miracle worker, and they're just blessed to have a man that can make the most out of that bad situation with the financials.
Chelsea are now losing to Zenit. Just saying, Craig, your statement of saying that Chelsea fell off.
I mean,
they're not playing a really strong team.
Game's not over, but still, to be 2-1 down at half time, they've conceded 2 goals. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm doing bits in regards to the football world lately, gents. I mean, I'm getting these things.
Congratulations.
Do you know, James, you might want to cover your ears for this one, mate. This is going to upset you a little bit. Sorry.
As I've got my earphones in. Go on.
Are you ready, James? Liverpool are open to selling Nat Phillips next month. as long as it's for the right
Fuck
price.
off. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. And you know, the other week when we were talking about how he has no footwork, mate, he literally went to the San Siro, looked at Ibrahimovic in the face, said, "You're my bitch," and then fucking, like, done the skill move and just dusted. Are you mad, lads? How are we going to or even contemplate selling Nathaniel Van Phillips, which, by the way, we should all address his name by, just out of respect? Now, why do that? Why? There's no point. There's no point. He's genuinely boss, the most underrated centre-back in world universal football. So, we can't just jump on this hierarchy now and start going, oh, we can get 10 million for him. We can get 15 million for him when he's going to be 50, 60, possibly 70 if he keeps up these performances over the next couple of seasons.
He sent Frank Hesse and Ibrahimovic back out of the San Siro and they had to pay to get back in.
I'm surprised AC Milan aren't linked with him.
I'm surprised they're not renaming it San Siro. They're building a new stadium. Why don't they just call it the San Phillips? Makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. 100%.
On this one, though, all seriousness, West Ham are considering a move for him as David Moyes looked for cover for Kurt Zouma. So that does make a bit of sense. That'd be a decent move for him, in all fairness.
To be fair, if I'm that Phillips agent, even going off on that tangent, I'm saying leave. Like, lad, you've proven yourself that you're decent at this level. You've gone to the Champions League. Even one game, you've rose your profile even more. So, I think the best for what Nat Phillips was, what I thought he was gonna be, was Championship level, possibly even lower than that. You know, the man was in the under-23s until like 24. So, like, you can't say that it was the most easiest stage for him going into the Liverpool team. Now, he's got games, he's got experience, and he's got teams interested, and it's very rare, and we see it all the time now with the likes of Daniel Sturridge, Jack Wilshere. Once that interest goes, it doesn't always come back, so make sure you use it while you're shit hot, and that's why I think, if I'm Nathaniel Van Phillips' agent, I'd say go. As much as it will take me.
Because look, let's be fair, he's not getting in on a regular basis to the Liverpool team, especially when you see Canade putting in the type of performance that he did. And I have to say, Paddy, I was very much impressed with Ibrahima Kanade's handling of that situation last night.
Yeah, Kanate was world class last night. He was absolutely phenomenal, and you know, it's good that we have this such good competition at centre backs, because obviously the Kanate has been put out of the team by Matip, which is then driving him on to play as good as he did. On Nat Phillips, you know, I'd love to get him in the starting lineup if he was available, but he's not going to get in, is he? So I think for his own career, he should move. I don't think West Ham's a good move because he's, you know, they don't think they'd start him, and that would be a waste of time. He needs to go somewhere where he's a guaranteed starter. Like, I think a Newcastle would be perfect in January. Newcastle come in with 25 million. Good luck.
Well played, sir.
Ogbonna got injured in the game against us for the rest of the season, I believe. So maybe there is a spot there for him to maybe take over. And that's a good. And when you think about the trajectory that they're going in, they're looking like they're going to be a sustainable top six side for the next season, at least. So why not try that out? Why not try European football? Are they in the Europa League?
Yeah, they're cruising.
Yeah, so they're in the Europa League. They're still in there, so it's like, why not? Why not give it a go? You're still playing European football. You've still made a Champions League appearance this season. You're not playing any Premier League games for Liverpool, so why not go there? Try and fill in a spot like what you did last season when someone's injured and make the most of it. He's proven that he can before. Why can't he do it again?
Sometimes you can see a jersey on a player. I can see him in the West Ham shirt.
It's because you can see him in the Burnley shirt.
Yeah,
and they're both the same colour. That's why you can see him in the West Ham shirt. But no, I agree. I agree. I think the West Ham would suit him. I think it'd be a good step for his career. I believe it'd be a bet. If you told me last season Nat Phillips is going to be wanted by a top six club, and I mean at the start of last season, before he played any minutes, then I'd have laughed in your face. I'd be like, lad, he's in our under-23s. We'd be lucky to get a Championship club in for him at the moment if they haven't already. So I think West Ham would be brilliant, and if I'm his agent, I'm jumping all over that.
There was talk, remember when we were talking with Steve the other night, James, on the Monday show? There was a point where $500,000 to Bristol City was on the table.
$500,000, yeah, actually, you're right. Shit, yeah, he said that.
Mad, isn't it? Like, it is just these sliding door moments, as Steve said, Paddy, where you get an opportunity, you take it, and your life trajectory just changes.
It's the perfect case of right place, right time. I shout out to Reece Williams as well. I think he goes under the radar for the job he done last season with Phillips. Instrumental in getting us top 4 along with Salah. Like, genuinely wouldn't have got top 4 without the competent cover.
Reece
of them
Phillips
two.
is winning on and off the pitch, by the way, and on off the pitch.
Reece Phillips and Nat Williams. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He has
Reece
quite
Phillips?
the.
Did I Reece Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's winning on and off the pitch.
No, but yeah,
Phillips works. That works.
Like let's say, how much would you say Nat Phillips is worth right now? I think a club would have to pay 10 million for him. Genuinely,
I think 10 to 12.
Like 10 to 15.
Yeah. And
yeah,
that is
10
insane.
to 12, 10 to 15.
It's gone from $500,000 to that, so it just shows you what a good run of games can do.
And realistically, when I go out of my emotion for Nat Phillips, I do think you've got to look at it in this instance where, as an asset, as a fifth choice centre back, to get 10 million, that's good, and it makes sense.
Here's a comment from the audience. Let's see. Naldini needs to stay. I'd rather let Gomez go. Now, this is a tricky one.
Gomez is
for
younger.
people because I'm going to sit back on here because I gave my views on Joe Gomez the other night. So, Paddy, for you, let's say 2 offers come in: 35 million for Gomez, 10 to 12 for Nat Phillips. Are you considering just the Nat Phillips one, or?
I don't think you can sell both of them.
No, God, no, I agree. Definitely not.
So, in that sense, I'd sell Nat Phillips in that situation. I know Gomez is more money, but Gomez is a better player than Nat Phillips. And, like, I just have a bit of PTSD from the injuries last season. Like, there's no guarantee. Like, Joel Matip is an injury waiting to happen. So, if Matip's injured, then you have Ibu and Virgil. And then, if you've sold Nat Phillips and Gomez, who the fuck comes in? Billy Kumieto? So I think, I'd sell Nat Phillips in that situation.
Yeah, no, God, be the same.
I hope that we're not overrating him. What's his name? I call him Kumite. I don't know. Commetio. Go on, Sam. I'm worried we're overrating him because every time I've watched him for the under 23s, like I haven't watched the under 23s an immense amount, but I don't see anything special. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but when everyone was hyping him up last season, I was thinking, wow, this must be some belter player that I've just absolutely been ignorant to the whole time that he's been in the youth academy. But it turns out he was just another centre back option in what was a very depleted squad. So, and when he did step up in pre-season, I think I remember him having, understandably so because he's young, but a very, very below average game. So I just wouldn't even put too much on him right now because it's hard to just expect him to step up when we've already got young centre-backs who they're not going to be done anytime soon, in my opinion. So I don't know, but we do have a tendency sometimes to overrate them.
It's fair because when you look at underage players coming through, I keep repeating this, but that last step from under 23s or under 19, under 18 to playing first team, it's a huge jump. It's the biggest jump any of these guys are going to make in their career. So I get the skepticism and the worry about Billy Kumieto because there are no guarantees. It's spot on. There aren't. I mean, I think what gave a lot of us moment to pause on it was that Jurgen Klopp was giving him some one-on-one attention. You remember, I think in the pre-season training camp or something, Klopp was working with just Billy Kumieto at one point, trying to improve a centre-back play, that being the position Klopp himself played in.
Yeah, but he's going to do that with a lot of players, isn't he? And only some players will be able to take what he's actually saying. Not everyone is good at taking instructions. And I'm not saying Kumieto isn't that player, but there's no guarantees that he will be that player, but I hope he'll be sick. Do you know what I mean? A few loan spells and whatnot. But how old is he? He's not like 17, is he? He's like 19 or 19 years of age. Yeah, so he's going to need to be knocking on the door soon because when you think of Kanate and he's only, 22? Gomez, 24. I think it's going to be hard for him.
He's got a great example there ahead of him, though, in Ibrahima Kanate, doesn't he? A fellow Frenchman there to help guide him through, and I wonder will we see that? I wonder will we see, dare I say, a bit of a bromance, but certainly Ibu stepping in to mentor Kumieto a little bit.
Even Van Dijk could. I know that they're from the same country and Kanate's a leader, but I actually think Van Dijk could as well. I think he'd have an element where he'd be able to take in Kumieto because he's good with everyone. He's made everyone a better player around him, so I think with those centre-backs, he's going to be a much better centre-back for it. It's just a matter of the question, will he be good enough for Liverpool?
I want to move on to talk about Mohamed Salah's contract in a few minutes, lads. But before I do, I can't let last night go, James, without getting your take on the fact that we finished first English team ever to finish the group stages with maximum points in what they call the group of death.
Same amount of points in the Champions League than what Everton have in the Prem. Thank
Say
you.
it again. It's so pretty. I need to hear it twice.
For those in the back, Liverpool have the same amount of points in the Champions League in 6 games than what Everton have in the Premier League.
Unreal.
In however many games. And that's amazing. Amazing. And Klopp breaks another record, which is always very ideal. I love that so much. I love it when we break records. I love it when Origi scores winners. I love it when Salah scores because it just makes him boss. Listen, I loved everything about that game yesterday. It weren't even like the most entertaining at the start, but then it really built into it. Then you realise it's at the San Siro. We win the game with a rotated squad. We then get to see the youngsters. And the reason why I think we keep getting better is because the games that we were losing last season, like the League Cups, and in fact any season where we're losing the League Cups and stuff like that, and certain group stage games, you know what I mean, where we make it more difficult than what we have to in a lot of group stage games over the years, and League Cup games and FA Cup games. This season we're cruising. We are absolutely cruising, and this could bite me in the arse and we could lose to Leicester, God forbid. But I believe the style of play that we've got is a style of play that all the players are in tune with, and they're all just singing off the same rhythm sheet, and that's why we're playing well in games, because I still thought we were the better team against AC Milan. I thought they gave us more of a fight, but I thought we were still the better team with a much more depleted squad.
I thought they were pathetic. Look, for a team, James, that went into that, like, we were brilliant, and everything you've said there echoes exactly what...
Oh, no, they were shit as well.
About having this philosophy throughout the club where players can interchange and the system holds true. Yeah. But last night, mate, with the fact that they had a chance to go through, I just thought that's a pale imitation of the great.
If that was my team, I'd be thinking, you're all pathetic. How dare you play for it? And even if I'm an AC Milan fan, I'm thinking, how dare you play for this club, the club in this group stage that has the most Champions Leagues, and you're playing for it like that, and now we're in the Europa League again. Fuck you, I'd be fuming, mate.
They're not even
Swear
in
to
it.
God.
They're not even in the Europa League. They can make
what?
that.
Oh, yeah, the fourth, aren't they? Fucking hell.
Porto nicked that spot.
Porto.
Yeah, look, it's even their goal last night. I echo exactly what James said. We bossed that game from start to finish. Even their goal was a little bit lucky. Now, look, they took it well. Tomorrow was in a good place, fair enough. But I was just amazed, and it was so interesting, Paddy, to see the pride beaming from Klopp after that game last night. Because
by the way, did you think it was Alisson's fault for the goal?
No,
Minamino.
I didn't either. The person who I was sitting next to said it was, and I was like, I don't think it was, lad.
I saw he had what?
It came at him too quick.
Yeah, he expected Minamino to make contact, and once Minamino doesn't make contact,
Minamino's who I blamed.
He hasn't got a chance to set, and all he did was palm it out. Now, full credit to Tomori for being on hand there. You got to give credit.
Absolutely.
He should have defended the near post better, but after that, no, I can't blame the keeper on that one. Yeah, so I just want to get back to how proud Klopp was of the boys after the game yesterday, because it was a nothing game, Paddy, in all fairness, but you could see that he knows. Something clicked in his head that this is working. This philosophy within the club is working. And I now have a squad that I can trust to bring in Nico Williams. I can trust to bring in Ibrahim Konate, Nat Phillips, these players that are in and around the fringes. And even Divock Origi's done himself absolutely no harm in the last week.
Yeah, it's funny though, because I'm laughing at all the rival fans writing Liverpool off last year and slagging us off for performances last year, and all the while us fans knowing like that's not our true form. Wait until we're back to our best and you're all fucked. And I don't think I love anyone more in this world than Klopp. I love him more than anyone in my own family.
I'm not gonna lie, Divock Origi is becoming a close second.
Really, yeah. The question is, if Gerrard and Klopp have a spat on the sideline at the weekend, who are you backing?
Oh, fuck off. That's an easy one. Jurgen Klopp all day, every day. He's
my
manager.
I'm the same. There's people saying Gerrard. I'm like, what?
I know. I love them two the same. And that's saying something for the fact that Klopp's only been at the club for as long as he has. I love them two the same. Like, the way I look at Gerrard...
You can tell Steven Gerrard has a special soft spot for Klopp. You can tell...
They won't have a fight. They won't have a fight.
No.
And if they did, they'd be lashing down babies afterwards, James. They'd be forcing the drinks into them afterwards.
It'd break my heart if they were arguing.
No, it'd break, man.
It'd be like your parents splitting up, wouldn't it? It'd be horrible.
But I'd want to be in the stadium like there though, like in the atmosphere. I'd want to see how the crowd reacts. Like if they go, "Fuck you, Stephen."
Do you reckon the crowd? Well, we'll be in it. will bring out the Gerrard chant before the game, or will they wait till after? Hopefully not.
I
before.
think there's a good chance we'll do it after, but I would like to do it before.
Yeah, I think just for the, I think it's going to be.
It's
an
Steven Gerrard, lads. Even if he batters us 5-0 and we lose the league, he's still a Liverpool legend. Like he is, and you know that won't change. Unless he manages Man United.
This game,
probably more chance of me and Paddy managing. Well, Paddy's part of the Manchester United movement.
Yeah, actually.
No, but I've seen something that this game here, could be already the biggest game in Gerrard's Aston Villa career, because I don't think any game will hold more importance to Gerrard getting the job. If he can come to Anfield and smash Klopp, I don't want it to happen, but for Gerrard's sake, like I don't think he'll want to ever win a game more than this.
But you know what as well, though? Do you know if there's any manager in the league that I want to see smash us? If I had to choose, if someone came and forced me, it's like, you need one of the teams to
Someone's
smash
going to smash your missus. Who do you want it to be?
Steven Gerrard.
I'd happily go in after Gerrard, you know what I mean? That'd be a pleasure.
Steven Gerrard. That's it, lads.
I'll never forget the day I was going to meet a few former Liverpool players for a bit of work, and Sabrina, my wife, said to me, "Will you get me Jason McAteer's autograph?" I've never felt so ashamed of me life.
Did you know that? I don't know if you know
go up to McAteer and go, "Will you make this out to be Mrs. Fuck's sake, lad?"
Did you know that he actually done the business with Sporty Spice? Is that common knowledge or not? He told us at an event a couple of months ago.
Genuinely, he hit on my mate's sister. She used to work for 90M, Paddy in the Jeeps.
Oh, very fun.
Driving around.
Oh, yeah.
And he
to be fair to the lad, he was an average enough footballer, let's be honest, but he's a shagger, like.
Oh, definitely. 100% give him that one. Sir,
why not, lads?
Holland. He'll always get the credit for the goal against Holland and that, being a top shagger, 100%.
Yeah,
no question.
Yeah, love it.
We love McAteer for that, we do.
We love the Irish Scouse Alliance.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Jason McAteer. Look, gents, want to move on a little bit to the Mohamed Salah contract situation. LFC transfer room today reporting that Liverpool would like to get Mohamed Salah's contract done before it gets to the stage where he goes into his final year. Now, I'm going to go one step further. Fuck that. There's no way this drags on to the end of the season. This has to be done before Christmas. It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be done before Christmas, but I think it should have been done by now. It has to be done. That's the end of story.
This contract should have been signed when Salah was in his dad's ball sack. That's how long ago it should have been done.
Paddy's on form tonight, you know. What's it called? Nah, listen, yeah, I am the biggest advocate for this contract should have been signed, as what Paddy's just said. But it just needs to be signed now. Like, even if you leave it till the last day, as long as he ends up getting a contract, I couldn't give two shiny shites. Like, as long as you end up giving him them wages that he deserves and he ends up maintaining the form, hopefully, because I don't really see him slowing down, then, yeah, that's when I can just sit back and we can all celebrate and it'll be brilliant. Whether that's before Christmas, after Christmas, it happens.
I don't want to see a situation where it drags on to the end of the season and then maybe Barcelona become a bit more stable financially. Maybe Real Madrid miss out on a target or two and start to look around. That's my worry about.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a possibility that they're gonna wait till a shit spell? By the way, Craig, I don't know if he's there or if he's gone. But like, we'll take over and Craig's just gonna look at us like this.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Hey, Paddy. So do you think, that I forgot what I was gonna say? You know, Craig's scaring me.
Yeah, man, it's freaking me out, man. Oh, Craig.
So Steven Gerrard. Wait, was we talking about Steven Gerrard? No, sorry, we were talking about Mo Salah's contract. I was gonna ask, do you think they're gonna wait until like a shit spell? So, like, if we lose 2 games or 3 games, and then, like, bam! So, like, we all forget.
Yeah, I think they have that. I hope it's a case if they have it in the locker, but the latest reports seem to be that it's not done yet. So
yeah, I don't think they're done.
No, I think the club are just being annoying about it, you know what I mean? Chelsea 2-2, by the way, Lukaku. But it's it's a thing, what am I trying to say here? Jesus. Right. I think we won't sign anyone in January, right? I don't think we'll sign anyone in January.
I honestly, lad, everyone's going to be thinking, what's happened to you, bro? Come on, that's better. That's like we're in jail. It's like we're fully in jail, lad.
I'll just chill here for now until...
Right. Hey, what do you
All
want to talk about? We haven't got any topics, so we
should
might
we
as well
ask
just
you-
chat about shits and giggles.
Should we answer some questions?
We'll answer some questions. If you've got any questions in this format, then by all means go for it, yeah. Do you know what I want to do? Dead quick, because why not? Top 5 Liverpool strikers in order. Go.
Now, do you mean their time at Liverpool specifically?
Yes.
And do you want to do it based on history or our own experiences?
Whatever you wish.
Okay, I think number 1, no matter what, for me, is Luis Suarez.
Because of like how good he was, you feel
I
like there was
just-
no
he
one
was-
who was as good in that period of time.
He was the fucking mustard lad, you know what I mean? It
Nah,
was
Luis
unbelievable.
Suarez was different gravy, my mate.
And then like it's hard like for the other ones. I think I'm gonna put Fernando Torres 5th.
Woo! So you've gone from first to fifth. I
Yeah,
thought you were going to
I'm
say
gonna-
Fernando Torres second.
Yeah, I'm gonna double end it.
Like, will that be better for now?
What is this? Alright, well,
You're right there, lad. Wait there, let me do that as well.
I'm gonna alright. Oh, what is
Like, carry on with the show like
Right,
it's normal.
okay.
I've got my microphone.
Right, Suarez number 1, Ian Rush number 2, Fowler 3, Owen 4, Torres 5.
Say that again. I was laughing.
So Suarez,
Yep.
Ian Rush, Fowler, Owen, Torres.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if you're considering Kenny as a striker, I don't know, but he's like mad before our time.
Yeah, I'd say, like more. Yeah, you could say Kenny Striker, but anyway, this is what I'll go with. I'm going with my lifetime now because that's more fun for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to say number 1, Fernando Torres. And that's purely based on what he meant for me. What he meant to me, that's literally all it was, lad.
Yeah.
That's your face. Where the fuck's this Craig, lad? We've absolutely turned Anfield's agenda into a laughing stock. He's
Chaos,
going to be
yeah.
fuming.
gonna be
He's like, this is what I'm paying you for, you tits.
I'm gonna ask for the money back for tonight.
I know, yeah. Wait there.
Oh,
What was I
Craig's
gonna say?
electricity's gone. Oh, no way.
I imagined.
Oh, my. Right, lads, Craig has lost the electricity, so...
So in terms of what he meant to me, Fernando Torres, but he weren't the best. Luis Suarez, number 2. I think Michael Owen's number 3, and that's not because of what he meant to me, but Michael Owen was insane. Robbie Fowler. And I feel a lot of people overlook Bobby Firmino, and I know he's not an out-and-out number 9, but that's basically like what he's been.
Yeah, I get you.
So...
By the way, where the
Bobby
fuck is
there.
Connor in all this?
Connor is just chilling. Yeah, man,
Oh.
thank you, Connor. I appreciate it. Let's get back to basics. Right, there we go. Right there, I need to fucking lift my chair up. There we go. Right, so welcome back to the James Redmond TV. Anfield Agenda, hosted by me, James, with your boy Paddy. So, Paddy, so that's our 5 strikers. If anyone else has got any questions... Someone just went, Andy Carroll?
In terms of what it meant to me, Suarez, Torres, Firmino.
Nah, defo. I'm trying to see if there's any questions, because I want the chat to carry this now.
Actually, a really good question. Who the fuck else would be in there? Ricky
I
Lambert.
leave my laptop for 5 minutes and this happens. Yeah, sorry, Craig.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, yes, Connor.
We're not professionals like you, so it happens to the absolute best of us. This is a good list. I like this list. Rush, Dalglish, Hunter, Owen, and Fowler. Hunter. I don't know why I said
Oswald's
Hunter.
going vintage. Big up
But
Oswald.
that's still a sick list though. Like that's still a quality list. Like that's why I put Firmino in there because of his technical ability. Shout out to T-Boys TV as well. By the way, he was in Jurgen's yesterday for the game, lad, and he said hello and that's so big up yourself, Tyler. And I hope you're well, my mate. I don't know if you've gone home yet, but if you did, I hope you got home safe. And if you haven't, I hope you get home safe. What's it called? Did you hear about AFCON being moved to an earlier date? I have not heard. I've heard rumours, but I haven't heard like anything concrete about that being done.
Apparently, he's only missed 2 games now.
Oh, okay. Oh, 2 games?
Yeah, Brentford and Palace, I think.
Oh, fuck off, lad. You're mad. We're custy.
Yeah.
Where sounds? Hey, do you think Sturridge gets anywhere close to the best Liverpool strikers?
No, close a little bit. I think it depends on the person. But in terms of what it means to me, I'd say I'd have Suarez, Torres, and then Sturridge that high. No, Firmino, Sturridge.
Sturridge on his day. It's a debate.
Oh,
It's a debate. But he
was
just never had the
great.
longevity. He just never had the longevity of the others. Like he was at the club for a while, but he only really had 2 really good seasons, and then the rest were just injury ridden.
Yeah, that's true.
There was still a time he was our top goal scorer. I think it was in 15-16 in all competitions, but it was like 12 goals.
Man, he was there. I remember that goal against Sevilla in the final, the Europa League final. Quality, man.
Yeah.
Joke.
Torres was like a superhero on the pitch, and he always had that positive character with big smiles. I think that's why I liked Torres. He was silent, and I don't know, he was so vicious in the way that he played, and the Manchester United game, and how quick he was. I don't know. He was like, in his prime, a very modern-day-esque footballer. Never had as much of the technical side, but still had enough, and then had a lot of pace to just burn defenders to death, and it was just a joke, lad. El Nino till death, honestly. When he was in Anfield a few weeks ago, like, if I saw Luis Suarez in one corner and Torres in the other, I'd go to Torres first, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Without a
that's
doubt.
Yeah.
Because even though Suarez is the more better, legendary player, I still would go with Torres.
There was something, for people who are around their age, Torres just meant so much to us. He was a special player. Like, it's a shame that he was, if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, he wasn't even there that long.
Is the weather bad in Ireland at the moment, Paddy?
Yeah, there's a storm.
Oh, so that's why Craig's had to fuck off.
Yeah.
Absolutely heavy.
That was hilarious. What did you make of Spurs who were riddled with coronavirus?
Salah's not a striker, so I wouldn't put him in the conversation.
What is this accent? It's a Scouse accent, mate.
Oh, someone asking me what my accent is?
Getting smart.
You're getting smart, eh? So what's it called? What did you ask me? Spurs
are like 14 cases of coronavirus, and we play them soon, I think, don't we?
Yeah. So, to be honest, I'm not too sure. I'll just wait and see what happens, because wouldn't it be postponed if there was too many people that couldn't play? That's what I'd assume. I don't think they do what Villa done.
That's true, actually. What do you make of as well? The fact you need vaccines now to get into games.
Not into it, lads. But I don't know if this is the platform I can talk about it on.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm not into it. I'm absolutely not.
Yeah.
What I will say that's actually PG is I just feel like people should have a choice, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think people should have a choice, and then if you have a choice, brilliant. But you shouldn't be forced or coerced to do it. Anyway, full stop. And that's it from me.
Fair dues.
But what's it called? Do you have any opinions on it? Are you in the same boat as me, or do you sort of you understand it because it gets rid of corona?
No, look, I have it myself, and I think in terms of football, it's a tough, because there's a lot of an older generation that 3-2. Oh shit, never mind. I feel sorry for the older generation who might not want to get the vaccine, but now might be forced into it for football. But I feel like it's important to stop the spread. But it's one of the. I suppose we can. That's a debate for another day, innit?
Of course. Nah, but listen, though. Obviously, worst case scenario, we all just get to watch it at home, like what we were doing during lockdown, and seeing Alisson scoring absolute world class headers. I'm going off.
Alisson scoring all
brilliant,
around.
Lads. James, you are taller than I expected, Tyler. You're fucking damn right, lad. I tell everyone I'm 6 foot. You're mad, aren't you? Honestly, I like to claim it. I want to think of another question. So, the next question that I want to ask you, if you had to put all your money on it, who would win the league this season?
Man City, if I had to put all my money on it.
Like all the money in your bank account, you're going with Man City?
Yeah, 100%.
Defo.
I think they're the safest bet.
Why don't you think we can? If you're putting all your money, if you're putting all your money, because I know that you think we can, but in this instance,
I just think City are the more consistent team. Because I think we've shown this season, we've had frailties, we've drawn a couple of games, we obviously lost a game. I just feel like we can be got at a little bit. I think City just know how to kill games off and things like that. I'd be more confident in us winning the Champions League than the Premier League, which wouldn't be a bad consolation prize.
Yeah, nah, that's actually a good point. To be fair, actually a good point.
Yeah. What is it? Chat. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know.
Craig, do you want Rafinha this summer? Well, Craig is not here to answer that question, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would love to give you the answer. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind Rafinha. I don't know if it's his number one. I think Chiesa is his number one, but I think he'd like Rafinha for sure. And I'd love Rafinha. Would you like Rafinha, Paddy?
I mean, it's all right. Overrated as fuck, I guess. I think he's good, but he's not quite Callan.
He's not quite Carlin.
I don't
Someone's
see-
just went, James is getting sleepy. Get on this, yeah. I am going to be awake for the rest of this stream because I was getting sleepy, but it's only because I'm not that well at the moment. I've had like a bit of a fever all day. I woke up fine. Went to London earlier, got on the train, got off the train and felt like shit. And I'm thinking to myself, what's up with me, man?
Get
And then what's
COVID
it called?
test.
Go to the thing, yo, come back, and then ever since, lad, I've just been whoosh. But I have been up since 6 as well, so that could have a part to play. Because it doesn't feel like a cold, it just feels like heat, and I just don't know, and I don't know why, because it's freezing. So I will need to get myself checked up, defo. Bowen or Adama? That's a good question. What would you prefer? I think Adama would suit us more.
Bowen is a better player, I think.
But I agree, Bowen's a better player. He wouldn't make me pull my hair he wouldn't make me pull my hair out as much as Adama Traore would.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Adama would create us a lot of chances.
Yeah, once he's creating them, I'd be all right. But when he's
not putting them away.
He's fucking shite.
And the thing is, as a winger in the Liverpool system, you're going to get a lot of chances, especially with his pace. If you've got Adam's pace, then and his physicality, then definitely he's going to be doing the job. But to pay that much money for someone who's not going to start above Salah, just wouldn't.
If you could get him for a decent price, I'd be for it. But I think he'd be stupid money. But I would see he'd create so many chances. That's the good thing. But we need someone else to finish them.
No, absolutely. PSG are apparently willing to listen to offers for Jorginho Wijnaldum to go out on loan next month.
What?
Genie would be open to a move back to the Premier League. Arsenal thought to be an option. Right, I'm going to actually go and use this to my advantage. Thank you very much, Curious Carl. Genie Wijnaldum, a player that a lot of people have said that Liverpool shouldn't have let go. It was a bit premature and we've got too many holes in the midfield. The midfielders we do have, they have certain problems in their own little way. Would this be an option for Liverpool to go out and get Genie Wijnaldum out or get him in from loan? Because you're not bringing him back permanently, so the ship sailed, but it's still an option now.
I'd love it. It's a nice thought, but I just don't think it's practical. I love Genie. I think he was a great servant to the club. Obviously, he was.
Chat, let me know what you think as well. Yes or no? Would you take Genie back on loan?
I'd take him on loan, but I just don't think it'd happen.
But if you got said yes or no, Genie Wijnaldum for 6 months, would you take that?
Absolutely, yes.
I'm trying to think if I would, because as I've watched Tyler Morton more, I'm getting more comfortable with him being another midfield option, and then Harvey Elliott's going to be coming back, and even though we can still lose Oxlade, Naby and Thiago, I don't know. I feel like we made the mistake of letting him go. Let's not fuck it up and bring him back and all that nonsense. I just think it's kind of, with all due respect, pointless. And even Konate's got his number, if I'm stand corrected. So he's coming back to wear a completely different shirt number. You fucked up, you know what I mean? Don't go back to the same ex-girlfriend twice, because that's just not going to end well, is it? So
yeah, I agree with you. I think there was a
like
thing
you said, it's not practical.
Yeah, and it's also a case of, if we hadn't have sold him, someone like Tyler Morton doesn't get the chance. So it's like, maybe it's better to look in-house and promote the younger lads rather than holding on to lads who necessarily don't want to be there or you can't agree to deal with. Like, don't be held to ransom either. No,
that's a very good point. Thoughts on Jonathan David's price being set at €55 million?
I think Jonathan David's quality, the Canadian R9, I think he's a great player. €55 million is a bit steep, but in today's market, what's that, 40 million quid? I think it's a no. I think it'd be a great shout. I think that'd be a great shout. Yeah, I just think it'd be like, I've watched him I've seen him, he scored for Canada. I've seen him playing for Lille. I just think, instead of waiting for someone else to sign him and then sign him for double the price in a couple of years, take a chance on someone. So what if you lose 20 million over the course of 5 years? You can afford it. You'll see what happens. Hey, roll the dice and see if it'd be unreal. Nah, absolutely. And the thing about Jonathan Davies as well, there is so much potential there. And if you feel you've used every last drop you can get out of Origi, which I don't think we have, but if you think it's better to invest into someone who in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time can be your first choice striker, someone with the potential and the ceiling that Jonathan David has, sorry, I don't know why I keep calling him Davies, Ben Davies, fucking hell.
But if you're willing to invest into that plan and you believe it can work with the good scouting system we've got, then absolutely, why not? And I weren't too interested in that comment at first, but then I realised it's euros, and that would make it 40 million. I was thinking 55 million, or I'm not too sure, but like 45, 50, just sounds nicer than 55. Anything above 50 sounds ludicrous to me.
But yeah, euros is about £47 million.
James, who do you think we will sign this summer? Paddy, you can chime in on this one as well, because I'm going to need to think.
Fucking nobody.
Do you actually think we're not going to sign no one?
I don't even know, but like I don't think there's any point in speculating because we drive ourselves insane every fucking transfer window. Oh, please sign someone, please sign someone. I just go with the flow and hope for the best, but I'm not hanging my hat on signing anyone.
What's the one realistic signing that you'd want?
Realistic, see, that's the key question. What's considered realistic? Someone maybe like Jeremy Doku would be. I've keep campaigning for
just
him.
Rule out anyone who plays for a big team. Like, I know we bought Thiago, but that was like an exception. That was an exception.
For me, Doku seems like the perfect Mane, not replacement because I don't want to replace him just yet, but with the perfect man to push Mane with a view to pushing him out.
Yeah. No, Mansu, yeah. Did you know that comment? Did it ask summer? Yeah, in the summer. I think we'll sign a couple of players, but it won't be a Jude Bellingham or whatever people may or may not be expecting until we actually sell him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As if Ben Davies is still at the club. I forgot about that. Maybe we should sell Nat Phillips.
He's gone to Sheffield United.
I can't believe I've just said that, but I just mean for all parties, we get 10 to 15 million, which we were never going to get before. He gets first team football in the Premier League. Ben Davies comes back to do the job that he was brought in to do, which is be a backup.
Yeah, maybe.
And Ben Davies was highly rated by Preston fans. Granted,
it's all right.
Granted, it's Preston, but for a backup.
Granted, it's Preston. He's a good shampoo centre back, and he's a solid cover. And he probably would never have to be used. But why not?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, he's on loan to Mark. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think we'll do head-to-head against the top teams, pool for the league? I think, well, we've done all right against the top teams so far. We drew against Chelsea, drew against City, beat Arsenal. Top team. Man United. We haven't played Spurs and we haven't played Leicester, so I think we'll do okay.
In terms of top teams, I'm only considering Chelsea and City a top team because I think us three are the only top teams. I think the rest are all meh. So I think we'll be, we have to beat City and we have to beat Chelsea if you want to win the league. It's quite literally that simple. If you want to win the league, you have to win both of them games or at least get 4 points.
That's why I was fuming when we never beat them, lad. That's why I was absolutely livid when we never got them 3 points. When Salah was playing the way he was and no one else was really turning up and the defence was just so open. And I'm thinking, boys, what the fuck are you doing? Giving away a lead twice. You absolute numbnuts.
Should have won that game and that was really fucking frustrating.
James, who are you taking out of João Felix, Bellingham or Pedri?
Bellingham, every day of the week.
Oh, nah, that's hard for me because I love Pedri. I think Pedri is brilliant. Honestly, Pedri and Bellingham fucking flip a coin.
I think it's quality.
I think Pedri's better technically. I think Pedri's better technically than Bellingham, but I think Bellingham might suit the Premier League more and Jurgen Klopp more. Because he's got like more energy about him, but where he's on the ball, Pedri, man. This was someone who was keeping Thiago out of the fucking Spain squad. And even though that is probably a ludicrous decision to some, it's because he's a good player. Like, I'm going to say Pedri, just because I think he can be... I think Bellingham can as well. I think Bellingham is like another Gerrard, and that's no disrespect to Gerrard, like, that's brilliant. But then Pedri can be like...
Iniesta,
Messi combined, lad. Like, I don't know, not Messi, but you know what I mean.
Messi.
I think Gerrard can chat to Iniesta, but I do think Iniesta maybe edged him.
Oh, yeah, no, you'd have to say Iniesta edged Gerrard.
Iniesta was insane. Do you know what I mean?
Different types of players, though. Like
that's Gerrard, that's why I don't like comparing them, because they're very different. But in terms of like what neutrals would say, most of them would go with Iniesta over Gerrard.
Yeah, fair dues.
I think.
For me, Bellingham out of that tree, but it's a good question.
No, it is. These questions are these questions are decent. Tyler asks, who are your favourite Liverpool players? We'll narrow that down to one Liverpool player.
Mo Salah for me, just for You mean ever? Ever Gerrard, right now Salah. But I think Salah will end up eclipsing Gerrard.
Yeah. James, if you found Mini Mo yet, whoever put that up, you've absolutely snaked me. He's still in my nephew's, funnily enough, and that's why he's not here. But he's safe. I've got a photo.
I don't know what that. I don't even know what that means. What have I missed out on? What's Mini Mo?
Oh, so basically we've got like these mini action figures, like Mini Mane. We've got Mini Mane. We've actually got Mini Verge. We've actually got Mini Verge, who doesn't really get enough appearances in this bitch.
Oh,
but we have got Mini Verge, and then we've got Mini Mo. So we've got the trio. And no one... I lost Mo the other day, and it turns out my nephew took Mini Mo out my room.
Mini Mo, your nephew knows, you know...
I can understand why out of context that would sound very, very strange.
Yeah, I thought it was like a dog or something.
Yeah, nah, definitely. James,
oh my god, if I get a dog, I'm going to call him Muhammad.
Oh, people are fuming at me because I said Iniesta's better at things than Gerrard, is what I will say. Because Gerrard's a better long-range shooter, but Iniesta was still quality at shooting. And passing, Gerrard's quality of passing, but Iniesta smokes anyone at passing.
Yeah.
Craig went to get Mo Salah contract sorted.
I just realised, oh my god, he spelt it wrong, but it actually kind of pronounces the same. Salah. No, it doesn't actually.
Salah.
I'm an idiot.
Salah.
I must be dyslexic because it does not sound the same. Salah.
People are saying that you're out here looking like Gattuso.
Reno Gattuso. Jesus. Rhino Gattuso, maybe, what?
See? This is a good question. Adeyemi or Isaac? I'll go with Isaac.
Who the fuck is Reno Gattuso? You mean like Gattuso?
Yeah, Gattuso. I believe that's Gattuso. Otherwise, I don't know who that Gattuso is.
Did he play for Juve?
I think so.
No way. Did he?
Believe so.
Did he?
Yeah. Alright, I'll fuck off as well. You can do the show by yourself.
No way.
Me and Craig just did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't. Who did Gattuso play for? He sounds like a player that would have played for Juventus.
Get too much food though.
Oh, yeah, true. Ronaldo or Kane right now? Well, yeah, we won't say in form, but who's the better player? Like, if you were to you had a Champions League final tomorrow, who'd you put in?
Oh, Ronaldo.
Defo.
I put a 75-year-old Ronaldo over Harry Kane in the final. Harry Kane's the proverbial bottler. I call him Panama Man.
Alright, maybe the final's the wrong example of what they've both done. But I just mean, who do you think puts in the more... Who do you think over the past 3 years has been the better player?
Ronaldo.
Do you think?
Kane's been great as well, but Ronaldo. Chelsea 3-2, Werner.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Why did
That's 2 goals and an assist for Werner, by the way.
They were going to be through anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But fair play to Werner.
This is for top. I think.
Do you know what? Are you ready for an unpopular opinion?
Yes, lad.
Timo Werner is underrated.
I agree. I always said that about Werner.
And overhated.
He's overhated. Yeah. Chelsea just have a poison striker, Chalice, but Werner.
He's just not a good finisher, but he creates space brilliantly.
I think he's off.
He's very similar to what Mo Salah was when he first joined, just well worse.
I would have loved us to sign him when we did, but I reckon we never would have signed Jota if we signed Werner, but I don't know.
Nah, we wouldn't have. We definitely wouldn't have. And made up we got Jota instead of Werner.
Yeah, I suppose. But I think Werner would have been class for Liverpool in that system. Can you imagine Werner playing on like the left? Oh.
Yeah, it's just his decision making. Like the timing of his shooting that isn't the greatest. Sometimes he waits for the goalkeeper to be too close, and he hasn't got enough precision or technique to be able to do anything with the shot. Bruno or Thiago?
Oh, different players, man. Very different players. Now,
different players, but the better footballer is Thiago.
Yeah,
the better footballer.
I'll
but
be
they
honest,
are different players.
Like some people can be guilty of, like, when they watch a football match, they just pay attention to the goals and the assists. But ever since we signed Thiago, I've been watching the games in a more enhanced light, like a Thiago cam, if you will. Man, that man just runs the games. He is such an
lads, this is what I've been
footballer.
saying since he fucking joined. People were like, he doesn't suit the system. No, he brings something new to the system.
He is the fucking system.
He is the fucking system because he does press and he does pass and he does actually score. If you give him a little bit of offensive freedom, then he'll go ahead and get numbers. And that's not even Thiago's job. So if he is getting numbers, brilliant. But if not, then who cares, mate? He's still fucking doing what he needs to do.
Exactly.
Thiago's the better footballer, and I feel like that's the only way to compare them two. And also, he's in better form right now.
Yeah, for
Bruno
sure.
hasn't had a great season.
There's levels to there's there's a reason Bruno was in fucking the shit leagues in Italy for a long time. You
Yeah.
know, he's not a naturally gifted footballer, but Thiago is a naturally gifted footballer. Like it's like Bruno and Thiago is like comparing Ronaldo to Messi. You know the way Messi is the natural born gifted footballer like Thiago,
Of course.
and then Ronaldo, like Bruno, are just man-made, self-made sort of like workhorses.
Apparently, the goal is being given for Chelsea.
Yeah, it was
Jordan
given,
Henderson or Gini Wijnaldum. I feel like a lot of people are going to
Oh.
easily jump on Henderson, but let's talk about footballer because Gini's brilliant.
I think it's a close one, but I think even a footballer, I'm going Henderson. I think Henderson's ability is often overlooked. Like the way he passes, the way he can assist, the way he can shoot, the way he can score, and obviously his leadership abilities as well.
Yeah, possibly. I'm going to go with Henderson as well.
Yeah.
I think how important he is to the team and how important he'll be to multiple teams in the league can't be overlooked. So,
Yeah.
but so is Gini has that similar effect. Erling Haaland or Mbappe? I say Haaland every single day of the week, year, month.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't... People use the argument, but Mbappe's versatile. Let's compare them in the positions that they both actually play. Because Haaland doesn't play left wing. He doesn't play right wing. So let's compare them in the position that they have a similarity, that there is a common ground, which is striker. And if you put Mbappe striker and put Haaland striker, I'm sorry, mate, there's two different monsters. Mbappe is your standard good striker. Haaland is monstrous. The way he finishes, he nearly breaks the fucking net. So... all day for me. Gotta go with Erling Haaland.
Yeah, I'm the same. Absolutely Haaland, without question.
This one can be for you because you do Twitch or YouTube.
Oh, jeez. Like
on the platform.
To watch or to be a streamer on?
Both.
Okay. To watch, YouTube, I think, is a no-brainer.
Yeah, same.
And to stream off of, I think Twitch. I think Twitch is a lot better for like gaming, especially watch-alongs. I think Twitch for gaming and stuff and watch-alongs is better. It's a better streaming platform. But I watch
100% for gaming.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Twitch smokes YouTube for gaming live.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch someone game on YouTube. I don't think. Like
neither would. It would have to be
stream
someone who I know. It would have to be someone who I like know and I've watched before. Otherwise, I wouldn't tune in.
Exactly.
These questions are good, so keep getting them in. 17-18 Salah or 18-19 Hazard?
Salah,
same.
Yeah, I mean, we could be biased, but he broke the record that season.
What did Hazard do in 18-19? I'm not saying he done nothing.
That was the season when he won the Europa League with Chelsea, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah. And I actually remember he hit a bit of form again. But there's a debate that way in his best season.
I don't even know what the fuck was that.
You're comparing Salah's best season to one of Hazard's most standard seasons. So
I like slander on Hazard. Hazard got 21 goals and 17 assists in 15 games.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know he had a season like that. Fucking hell.
Still Salah.
Was that the season before he joined Real Madrid?
Yes.
What's up with these players like playing well before they either get a contract or a big move and then they go shit? Coutinho, Hazard, Aubameyang, 3 players that jump straight to my brain.
He had 16 goals and 15 assists in the league alone that year. That's mad.
Wow.
Salah cleared though, 100%.
Well, Salah's on 20 goals and we're in December. Lad, 5 seasons in a row and he's scored that many goals. Again.
He's a one-season wonder, I'm afraid. He's a one-season wonder. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, defo. Couldn't agree more.
He's a fraud.
Mane right now or Rashford's prime season, 18-19 Mane. Right now.
Rashford had a prime season?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what got me a bit confused. I'm going to say Mane right now. I think Mane's just a better player than Rashford in general.
Yeah, I agree.
So, apologies if that comes across biased, but listen, I said before that Iniesta is better at things than Steven Gerrard. So,
yeah.
Take that as what you will.
We respect it.
Take that as what you will. Prime Torres or Prime Suarez? Oh, wait there, they've gone Prime Suarez or Prime Suarez. I'm assuming they meant Prime Suarez.
If that is the case, Prime Suarez every day of the week.
Same. I've never saw anyone say, even with Salah, what he's doing now, like Suarez made it look in a certain way that it just weren't real.
No one could, that Norwich game, the 4-0 where he scored all 4, I'll never forget that. I would have done anything to be in that stadium. Those goals, every single one was a belter. Like,
yeah,
he's a joke of a player, an absolute joke.
I love Tyler. I know, yeah, that's true. Actually, I like this question from Tyler. Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno? Sorry, I don't like this question from Tyler. I like Tyler, but I don't like the question because I hate the way like people think this is like acceptable to ask. I think Kevin De Bruyne all day,
Clear.
all day, every day of the week. I love you, Tyler. Don't think that's slander on you, my G. Obviously, love for all the support, but that question to me gets asked a lot, and I just don't think it should be asked.
I agree, lads. I agree.
Yeah, there's a question for you. Prime Coutinho or Bruno? I'd say Prime Coutinho. You're mad.
Coutinho, yeah.
Coutinho was saucy. I think you can compare his prime to De Bruyne's, and it's close, but I'd still edge De Bruyne.
Yeah, well, I think, longevity comes into it, but if you just mean the ability of that particular prime, Coutinho's prime was exceptional. Shame we never got too much out of him because he left halfway through the season. But
we got the most out of him for what was half a season, lads. He was bagging every single game. He made that front four look so sexy. Like, what we're doing now, what we're doing right now, which has took years to do since Coutinho has left, because now we brought in Thiago, who's like that flary baller. Yeah. That's what we were doing with Coutinho. And Salah scored a lot of his goals in that season where he scored like 40-something when Coutinho was there. And then luckily we have Verge at the back where we changed our play to doing not long ball FC, but we done more long balls and stuff like that just to get into low blocks defence essentially. So that was one thing that I noticed. And we have missed Coutinho. I don't care what people say, like, oh, we became a better team without him. No, it's because Van Dijk and Alisson joined, but it weren't because he left. Coutinho still made us a much better side, and the football you're seeing now, you probably would have saw for the past 5 years if Coutinho stayed.
Yeah, no. That sounds like a solid spot to end proceedings.
It does indeed. It does indeed, my friends. Well, listen, people, this has been your boy James.
Oh, boy, days!
What
A goal by Zenit, 3-3.
What?
Oh,
Zenit?
my God, Zenit, they just scored an absolute banger. Wow.
Oh, my God. Ending the damn thing on a banger.
Holy shiza holes.
I want to try and get that up. I want to try and get that up on my phone because my BT app's always behind.
That goal was a joke.
Was it like Hulk-esque?
Half volley, thunderbolt into the top left corner.
Sounds like a fucking Hulk-esque finish, and Hulk used to play for them. Yeah, so I'm seeing it now. Good passage of play. Puts it in. Goes out. Oh! There's no question about that one, mate. There's no question. How do you like that? Hey, fair play to Mendy. Got a hand to it, but that shot was too ferocious.
I think it is, but yeah.
There was no way. Has he scored 2 goals in this game?
Who?
Arrizabalaga.
That's the Chelsea keeper.
Arrizabalaga. Oh, is Kepa playing in goal? Is that who you're on about?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. Kepa Arrizabalaga. Oh, Monsu, yeah. Oh, isn't that Mendy?
No, Arrizabalaga.
Oh, I never looked at the goalkeeper, to be fair. I was just assuming it was Mendy. I don't think Mendy would have saved that, though, if it makes you feel any better. Fucking hell. Well, Chelsea's defence is in the mud.
Yeah, I mean, they are playing like Malangs are like in different players, but still, love to see it. Fuck Chelsea. By the way,
Kimmich all day. If there was one player I could have in world football, it's Kimmich. Oh my God, you know how much better he'd make us. He's in my opinion, him or Fab are the best CDM in the world.
Yeah, oh yeah. 100%.
And then when Kimmich plays right back, him or Trent is the best right back in the world. That's what I'm going to conclude it with. He's that good of a player. Anyway, we're going to end it there. Thank you for tuning in. I would say smash a like, but is this on Twitch or YouTube?
We're YouTube.
We're YouTube at the moment. Jeez, yes, now YouTube. Whee! Well, smash a like, subscribe, and all that other business. And I will see you, and Paddy will see you later.
Have a nice.